Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
To throw again on second down. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. So should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 19.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 19-yard line. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. He'll look to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. first down. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Here's Swift. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
On 2nd and goal. Goff. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell throwing on third down here. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 39 on third. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding Gibson on the slant. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Gibson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. So here we go, fourth down. Howell forced out to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. To throw is gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe double off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in early going.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and it's now 21-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Wisely will throw that one away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 7 yard.
After the interception, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Howell. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On first down, it's gone. He'll get this off to Swift. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Play action. It's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first and 10, Goff. It's complete to Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again is Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Goff on third down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 28-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Howell to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to throw, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
That's good for the Lions.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's looking at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from touchdown.
Jameson Williams, 42 yards. And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 22. It's a gain of 35. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead, and there's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Williams running left. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Michael Badgley on for a field goal of 36 yards.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Steps away. And this one too low.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
once more. Howe back to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run here with Swift. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The 71 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Badgley on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers, meanwhile you...